What's up, everybody? Welcome back to A Trucker's Life. I'm Jorge Navarro. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you've already been subscribed, welcome back, guys. And we're going to start off with giving a shout out to Lewis. I actually met him yesterday in Houston at, I was getting my physical done for my DOT license. And he was also, I think he was getting a pre-employment screening. He's actually a family member that is getting into tanking. So good luck to you, Lewis. Good luck. And like I said, if you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me, and I got you. Anyways, guys, so today's video is going to be something that was brought to me by my cousin. It's from his company, one of his drivers, as a matter of fact. And I wanted us to get into the conversation of what you guys would have done in his situation, my cousin's situation that owns the company, on a driver that he had that he was trying. He was a reliable driver, but at the same time, he was putting a lot in jeopardy as far as his company. And that's where I guess he was kind of conflicted on what to do. Plus, he was family, and that also makes things difficult. But what happened was that he constantly, well, my cousin put a GPS camera, the whole 9-yard system inside in the truck, which is something that, unfortunately, a lot of us are getting in our trucks. They just installed one in my truck, so there's actually a camera facing outwards. And I mean, at the end of the day, it protects the company, of course, and it protects yourself in case somebody gets out there in front of you and causes an accident, and it's not your fault, it's their fault. But this particular accident, or mishap, more so, it was because of just excessive speed. So I went through a bunch of the GPS, or not the GPS, the camera dash cam footage that my cousin provided me, and this guy's average speed at times is above 80 miles an hour, sometimes 70 miles an hour in 55 mile an hour zones. And we'll get into that video here in just a minute, and now we'll get into it and show you guys exactly what's going on. Not naming the guy's name. I mean, it's not about that. It's just to get the conversation between all of us on what you guys would have done if it was your company. I kind of think what the answer is going to be for most of you guys, but it's just something that I wanted to, and he also wanted to bring in to the conversation. He told me he had this footage, and of course, any footage, especially trucking stuff, we're definitely gonna dig into it and check it out and see how, just analyze everything. And with a community like us, then we can get together and talk about it. But before we really get into the video, it's very important that you gotta, I mean, guys, these companies are looking at you, okay? My cousin's company is a small company, and he's got the technology that he's, taking care of stuff. And if you think you're gonna get away from certain things, you're not gonna get away with it for too long. If you keep on, doing stuff that's gonna ring little bells, on their computers and let them know that you're doing stuff you're not supposed to, you're eventually going to get in trouble, and you could get fired. And because, guys, all these companies are doing it. Owner-operators, like I know you guys are not, because it's your truck and it's your thing, and this is a totally different thing. This is more of company drivers or drivers that are leased on the companies like myself. But they know everything. They know how fast you're going, where you're going, and now with the cameras, exactly where you're at and stuff like that. So it's very important that we do pay a little more attention. But getting to this story, this driver here, it's just like I was saying, just excessive speed all the time. And he had a mishap that could have been potentially extremely dangerous had the situation been a little different. Now he was going over speed in the rain. It was raining pretty bad, and You know, the speed limit was 55. I think he was doing like 70, but we'll dive into it here right now, and we'll check it out. So let's get to the video, and you guys let me know what you guys think and what you guys would have done, and if you would have gotten rid of him way before all this happened. Now, a little backstory before we get to the video. Sorry, before we get to the video, a little backstory is this gentleman had already gotten into I think one or two fender benders before. Well, actually, one was pretty serious. It was a pretty bad accident, and the guy happened to he had the dash cam unplugged, so there was no footage on that particular accident, but it was a pretty serious accident and caused quite a bit of damage to my cousin's truck, which you guys saw the truck. We rode in it whenever we rode with him doing the flatbed, and that's why he called it the Blue Hood. What do you call it? Blue nose? I don't remember. I don't remember exactly, but anyways, that's why the hood of this truck is blue from the beginning, is because this same driver I'm talking about had this accident. He had to get this, my cousin had to get this hood on there because he had to get the truck back to work. But without further ado, guys, let's get into the video and we'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, let's get into it now. So if you see down at the bottom, the speed limit was 84, that went down to 75, 76. The speed limit is, you would say it's not that bad, but we are in a two-lane road, back in the back roads, backwoods, out here in East Texas. And here in a little bit, this is, I guess, this was actually as slow as he went, in this instance, like 68 miles an hour or something like that. But here in a little bit, you're going to see the actual sign. It's going to be very, very blurry, so I kind of paused it so you guys can look. But the actual speed limit to this particular stretch of highway is actually 55 miles an hour. 55 miles an hour. You guys see that? So is he driving excessive speeds? Most definitely. If he got pulled over, he would be in big, big trouble, and the company would as well. All right, so this is actually another clip, another day. And so we go back to the speed limit again. Look at the bottom, speed limit 79, 70. I think the slowest I've seen him go here was probably, 70, something like that. 81 miles an hour right here. And you guys see how bad it's raining out here. It doesn't really, I guess it doesn't translate as well, but it was raining pretty bad that day. And you can tell it was raining here. And he's just moseying on down this little two-lane highway, and not a care in the world, I guess. Man, but if somebody were to pull out in front of him, what would he be able to do? All right, guys. So here we're coming up on the speed limit here. So here is actually the speed limit right here. 55 miles an hour, guys. 55 miles an hour is the speed limit in this stretch of highway. Also, just like it was on the previous bit of video, and still 74 miles an hour is his average. Now, when the accident happened, he was actually not going as fast, but he was still doing 70, I think 68, 70 miles an hour, and still in this rain, which is right ahead here in a little bit, and I will cut forward to that part of the video. Okay, guys, so here is the moment in question that we were talking about. See how he's actually slowed down 65 miles an hour. So he's not, going too fast, but he's going around this slight curve, and he hits that water right there. I don't know if you guys saw that water. And here we go. Loses control. And do you see how potentially worse that could have been if he would have actually went into the woods? And look what's coming, guys. Look what's coming. It's actually, well, he slows down, but it's going to be a little bit. But he barely misses this tanker truck. Now, can you imagine how much worse this whole situation would have been if he would have hit that tanker truck, which was not but a couple of seconds away from actually joining him there? Didn't look like it was a hazmat tanker, but nonetheless, it was another semi. And he also could have ended up in the woods. So bad situation, guys. Just bad situation all the way around. And it's just, to me, why? You know, what are you such a rush for, especially in situations like this? And he was empty. Flatbed empty on the rainy day, not a great combination. Okay, let's go back and let's slow the footage down a little bit and see exactly where he starts. Right here, he starts going off the road, and then there's no way to control it. You got the other semi. You see the headlights of the other semi coming towards him, and you got all these trees here on the left. And there's actually a ditch right in front of him when he runs over this mailbox. So all these things, at the end of the day, could have potentially been way worse. But thank God that he's okay. The truck is actually okay, and everybody made it out without any big issues. But now my cousin with his company has a accident because DOT had to show up, and well, DOT showed up and did a report and all this other stuff. So now my cousin has to deal with that, you know, with his insurance, and just a bad situation. And here we're going to take a look at a little bit of footage that he had. So this is going to be actually him talking. So check this out.
Here we are. Had to drive a hydroplane. Good thing he's okay. Figured I'd make this content for my cousin. Y'all go follow him. Trucker's Life. He might not even, he might just mute me out. But driver hit that puddle down there where the two big trucks are. Right at the bottom of the hill pretty much. And yeah, truck hydroplane. And now we're here. He actually did a pretty good job keeping it upright. I see how, just how leaned over it is, how much it leaned over. Pretty bad little drop over here on this side, so it did a pretty good job. Glad he's okay. Truck doesn't seem to have too much damage, if any. Maybe the bumper. We took out a mailbox, but yeah, we'll try to get it out.
And there you guys have it. There you guys have it. That was the consequences of going too fast around a curve in the rain, and you hit a good puddle, and it throws you into the ditch like that. So what ended up happening, the outcome of this was that he had to finally get rid of him, unfortunately. Right before, I think it was before December, somewhere around there, he had to actually get rid of him finally. Actually, he gave him the option to go ahead and continue to work for him for another 2 weeks, you know, get another job. He told him, you know, I'll wait for you to get another job, and then you go your way. Still trying to help him out, because it's just the type of person that my cousin Jake is. He just loves to help people, and he was trying to help him out still, but he had to get rid of him. I mean, what do you guys think? What situation, what would you have done in the same situation? Would you actually gotten rid of him, or what? Because this is your business, something that you've built on your own, and for somebody just to take it away because of the carelessness really doesn't make any sense. And yes, it was sad that he got let go before the Christmas time, but he had been warned so many times, and it just, you know, it happened when it happened. And the worst part about this whole story is that the guy, after my cousin got rid of him, he mouth talked him and talked a bunch of mess behind his back and at him, you know, for letting him go. Come on now. You gotta understand that you're doing something that's putting a company at jeopardy. And guys, the company is gonna get rid of you before they do anything else, because they don't want to lose what they've done. So what do you guys think? Anyways, guys, thank you guys for joining me again. Thank you for watching this video. Guys, any criticism, any constructive criticism, comment down below. My cousin Jake will be reading it as well. And so hopefully we get some good feedback from this. And I mean, I already know what most of you guys are going to say. Definitely. It's good. I mean, he had to let him go. I mean, that's just personally, because he called me and asked me. He said, "What do you think I should do?" Because I'm a lot older than him, and he calls me, and we talk a lot, help each other out a lot. And he called me and asked me, and I told him, straight up. I said, "It sucks that you have to do it, but you have to do it. You have to let him go because he's gotten plenty of warnings, and he still continues to be reckless and careless." And I mean, the next thing that's going to happen is he's going to either kill himself or kill somebody, which is the worst part. The phone call you do not want to get. No, definitely not. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video as I enjoyed making it for you guys. And thank you again to Jake for giving me this footage and letting me have this content. That way I can show you guys and we can have this amazing conversation. Guys, don't forget to be kind to one another, guys. Help anybody needs help. Anybody contemplating suicide, 1-800-273-8255. Military men and women, thank you so much for your service. See you guys in the next video. Peace. I'm out of here.